I'm here with another review for another CBD product. This time it's the American Shaman. It's like a chocolate chip and oatmeal cookie. Um, it's really interesting. I think cookies are probably one of the most popular options for people who are doing like edible of any kind. Really, I feel like cookie, brownie, anything kind of like sweet, like candy. Those are kind of like the way to go. But before I get into this, I just want to let you guys know that again, I take CBD for medicinal purposes. I take it for my anxiety. Um, Obviously, I take doses. I usually like to do edibles. I either do like a straight up like cookie. I'll buy something that's edible, or I'll buy an oil and incorporate it into my meals. So right here, I have an American Shaman cookie. These come in a pack of six. They're about 10 milligrams each. So for me, I would probably just take like one of those six pieces and go about my day. Probably be it. Like if I took that first thing in the morning, that'd probably be it for me. I'll just be honest with you guys. I've had this for about a week now. I bought it about a week ago, and I'm just now getting around to trying it. So because of that, it feels kind of stale. It's like moist and kind of sticky on the outside, and the chocolate chips kind of melt. But on the inside, it's like dry. It's like dry, and I'm kind of not sure if I want to try this. Don't know why it dried out so quickly. These typically stay pretty good for a while, but it's just very hard on the inside, but moist on the outside, which you would kind of think it'd be the opposite, but whatever. So it smells really good. It smells like a cookie. It smells very sweet. It smells like a cookie. There's like a slight earthy scent in the back of it. Up front, it smells like cookie. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and give it a try. It's a pretty good cookie. It's pretty good cookie wise. If this was like a normal cookie, I wouldn't. Cookie wise, it's totally good. Once you eat it, that earthy scent really comes out. It really starts to come out. That was the stale. That was the staleness. So taste wise, not bad. Taste wise, it was not bad at all. There is just like the smell. Eating it there's like a very earthy kind of almost sour taste in the back of it, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think that's just the flavor of the oil they may have used. Yeah, so I just took that. I only took like a little bit of it. I didn't take a whole piece just because I don't want to do a whole thing right now. I don't really need it. So I'll just give it a little while, and I'll give you guys my review in a little bit. Alright guys, it's been about 2 hours now, and it's getting kind of late right now, and I just wanted to go ahead and report back how I'm feeling. I'm really not feeling anything. I don't know if it's because they were kind of old, maybe, that was making that. But it's only been like a week, so I don't really understand why the effect would wear off like that. I've had plenty of things last longer than a week, but it doesn't make any sense to me of why, after 2 hours and taking that whole thing, that I would not be feeling anything. That just doesn't make any sense to me. American Shaman CBD cookie, I really can't recommend it. It didn't really work. Again, it was like weirdly stale after only like a week, and again, I stored it properly and everything like that. So I don't really understand why, but it's like a piece that about that big, 10 milligrams. It should have kicked in way less than 2 hours, but it unfortunately did not. So that's my review on that. American Shaman CBD cookies, I do not recommend.